Greetings, world and family. I am Richard, coming to you today, being Thursday, November the 14th. Cheers to all of you on this beautiful day. So I do have this will be another edition of Viewers Request Reading. And I'm going to hit this up before my first client of the day comes in. So this request comes from AO from New Zealand. Cheers to you, AO. So you want to know about Antarctica. So your question is, are the earthquake and weather machines argy-bargy, which I love this expression, and AO explained to me that just means like all the blah, blah, blip, blap, bloop around it, right? The chatter, the controversy around said weather and earthquake machines in Antarctica. And yeah, I just love that, argy-bargy. So, okay, so we want to know this, and if it is controlled right now by the white hats or the black hats. So, without further ado, I should actually do my feel good first. Sorry, guys, let me do this. It's not because I got my first client coming in that I'm going to skip my feel good, because my feel good is not only for me, but it is for you, my family. To you, the world, as we love you. Yay! All right, so let's go. No, this is the deck that Higher Self wants. My old one, my old-fashioned original one. So Higher Self, Oversoul, and Universe, please tell me everything I need to know in regards to machines, earthquake, weather machines in Antarctica. We want to know about all this argy-bargy and going on in regards to said machines in Antarctica that control weather, earthquake, these kind of machines, right? So tell us everything we need to know about this, and then we'll ask if it is under control of the white hats and dark hats. All right, everything I need to see, everything I need to know. One more shuffle. One more shuffle. Let's cut. Let's rock and roll. All right, AO. So let's see what do we have. Yeah, so the whole deck seems to be upside down. And as you know, I don't read upside down. All right, so we do have the Queen of Cups here, right? So she's the emotional queen. She is also the empath queen. She has a lot of emotions, very connected to, her emotions. She wears that very strong on her sleeve, and she does have something of a great substance within her golden chalice here. A lot of information. So that's the first card. The second in row. So we've crossed, this is in the past, guys. So with the Three of Wands, that is indeed crossing a portal. You've made the plans. Now you're just waiting for your ship to come in so you can go to your destination. Third, we do have the Star, Major Arcana, healing, rebalancing, off-world energy. So it seems that already in the past, whatever has happened with this machinery in Antarctica has already been like shift to another timeline. There's a lot of healing. This is what it seems to as of yet. In the now moment, though, we do have, yeah, that's it. It's come to an end, like the old guard. Tens are always endings, and this guy has been going uphill with all these wands on his shoulder, extremely grueling. But with a 10, like, he's made it uphill, and these like sticks, these wands, are going downhill. All right, let's see what the heartbeat has to say. And then we got the Queen of Wands, the Witch of the Tarot, the Mystic. She is my favorite queens out of the four. And so I got two queens here, right? This is the heartbeat right now. So she's a very independent. She's sovereign, self-made, doesn't need no entity, dominion, or man to lord over her. She's gonna get shit done. Again, at the time of these drawings, which was a very, very long time ago, I don't know why I want to say 16th century. I don't know if that's too far, but that's what I'm tapping into. I might be wrong. But It's been a long time ago. There's no way in hell that a woman would be spread eagle like this. That was not woman-like, right? She'd have to cross her legs in a certain way. So for a woman at the time that this drawing was done, to be that independent with those legs like that, that speaks of volumes. So it doesn't seem to be like in dark hat, hands right now. Whatever this machinery was, it does feel like Gaia and off-world energy has cleansed this, and Gaia's taken her rightful throne. Because again, this queen is also a mystic. She's tapped into the elements. And moving on, so yes, it is, there is still some warring around that. Okay, some kind of word wording, mind, swords are an air element, so that's of the mind, so inner conflict. Fives, though, are very short-lived, right? They don't talk about a long period of time. It's not years down the road. It's short-lived. All right, so for the future, we do have the Lovers. So that could be talking about politics, government, or, you know, in a romance question, it is a union. But it could also be a union of all aspects coming into together, right? Like soul aspect with the avatar aspect. So whatever that machine could have created in order to make earthquakes, weather manipulation, this would be like something divine that removes that in order to unite all of the elements without interference of said product. That's the future, this row. And then we do have another off-world energy. So that's two, guys. So with the Six of Cups, this is off-world A. That's why I see this one as a giant, this one as a mortal, a human. And we are offering an emotional abundance. This cup is full of flowers, so it's very fruitile. It grows, it lives, it's got abundance. All the cups are full of abundance. So off-world energy coming to bring emotional support, a gift to humankind. And the ninth and final card will be, so we got the King of Wands. So we got the counterparts here, guys. At the heartbeat, we had the Queen of Wands. Now we got the King of Wands. And to me, as a reader, the King of Wands, because we are talking about manipulation devices, this one being in an Antarctica, but it would have been ruled, you know, by a force, right? Good guys, bad guys. They did weather manipulation, so that used to be in the hands of the dark cabal, dark, serious cabal, right? The Khazarian mafia, things of that nature. But this one represents like the leader-in-chief of the White Hats, of the good military, Trump and the White Hats. So, all right, this is looking very good. The only negative I have is a little bit with the Five of Swords in the now moment, which is inner conflict, but that's short-lived. Let's go for the clarifying spread and we'll revise. So justice is here, major arcana, justice be served in all forms, right? It's very karmic, this card. And at the center, well, this is it could be seen as another form of justice. The Chariot being the fastest moving card of the tarot deck, and it moves, it travels worldwide throughout the universe, very fast moving, and it talks about, you know, fighting like towards justice, a form of justice, there where there's like a duality issue. That's a heartbeat of my clarifiers. Last one, third one, is a military card, okay? So very similar to the Knight of Swords. This one, the Knight of Wands, moves just as fast. So we could also say hi-ho silver. Very passionate, very fiery. There's a lot of fire in this spread, guys. So fire elements is, again, fast moving, extremely passionate, very creative, and it cleanses. Like after a fire, everything is burnt, and then you got the blueberries and rebirth, right? So let's go for a golden major arcana on this question. Higher self, over, soul, and universe. Show me in one last look-see-poo, the final message regarding this question of said machines in Antarctica that have been manipulating the weather, creating earthquakes, things of that nature. What can be said about that machinery there and who is running it? All right, so 3 cards flew out. Wow, it's a good, guys. So I'm going to take him as they flew out. So we got a judgment here, a wake-up call, a raising the dead, awakening of the sleepers, the trumpet from above, the sound frequency. The Sun of being the most positive card of the tarot deck. So I'm also tapping into whatever has happened with the change of guards in Antarctica is not just because of white hats, boots on the ground, and or the alliance, boots in the ether. Both of them work hand in hand for a great golden outcome. But this has also got to do a lot with Gaia coming online and whatever this sun is it a new sun? Is it a second sun, a third sun? I don't know. But whatever is there right now, included with the recent Schumann's resonance spiking, okay, this is bringing solar flares. And we just had the 1111 portal on November 11th. And I believe tomorrow, November 15th, is a super moon. So there's a lot going on. And then for a second special appearance, we got the Chariot, another one. Like, you know, it could be military, fast traveling, justice, about duality. All right. So let's go over this one more time in regards to your question, beloved. Hey, oh. All right. So Antarctica. What can be said about all the boogery, I forget the words, but you know what I mean. So all the blip, blap, bloob around the machinery in Antarctica that has created weather manipulation and like disasters like earthquakes. What can be said about this? And what can be said about who is in control of said machinery? So first in line is the Queen of Cups. So she's a very great queen, but she's the empath queen. She feels a lot. She's very emotional, can be sad at times, but that's only because she feels all the emotions of everyone that would be living within or on the surface of Gaia, right? So it's like a collective, a feeling, right? And this is usually when the Schumann's resonance would spike, right? So if all of us collectively like say no to like fear porn nonsense, well, then there's a spike. If everyone feels a lot about the little ones, there is a sadness, so there is a form of spike. See, things of that nature. But this is the past. Then we've already crossed portals. So whatever that was and whose hands was in control, it's already been dealt with. And it's been dealt with a lot with off-world energy, okay? So that's boots in the ether, the alliance, coming into the age of Aquarius to rebalance, to cleanse, to purify. Now, of course, this is not pronto. Major Arcanas is like, in this case, healing, but slow moving. There's a lot of cleaning to be done. In the now moment, whatever was back then in the creeps' hands has come to an end. Tens are endings. What was to be ended, something extremely grueling, and weather manipulation and or earthquake disasters and things of that nature is extremely grueling. But at the heartbeat, we do have the Queen of Wands. So like I said, Sikab, she's in control. She's taken her throne. I see this as Gaia very much. Although, you know, you could look like the Empress would be it. But I am a reader, so I'm tapping also into the energy that I'm getting. A lot of fire here. So she's taking her throne back. She's not going to let that nonsense go. It's been dealt with. Now, of course, there might be some blips here and there. But those blips are short-lived, and that's more about inner conflict. So what could be the inner conflict? Is it like questioning whether it's still active into the bad hands, or is there still some kind of cockroaches scurrying around, trying to hide, never got the memo that their bosses were beheaded? I'm not too sure. I'm going to clarify that one because that one is the only negative one in the spread, and it's not that serious. Fives, though, are... You know, you can easily like get rid of that. But anyways, moving on for the future. So there is a reunion. It could also talk about politics because this machinery could be involved in some form of governments. But we got, again, for a second time, off-world energy coming in to be very generous to humanity, and it is very much in control with boots on the ground, the white hats, this kind of militia, all right? So we got off-world, we got on-ground, we got a lot of energy. This is karmic. And, you know, karmic, of course, yes, because this could be justice towards karmic situations. No less, justice is served, okay? It's not going to be like a huge process and then yo-yoing. It's like, no, we're calling it now. And another time, so the chariot, like I explained before, is the fastest moving car. It goes hand in hand with justice. It speaks about a form of justice towards what duality. And then we got again here, good militia, rushing in, a lot of fire, and fire cleanses. In the golden, instead of one, I had three that jumped out. So judgment be declared, the wake-up call, that goes hand in hand with justice. The sun being the most positive cards of the tarot deck. So this is in good hands. Good things are to come. And then we end again for a second visit, the justice card. So that's a double whammy about fast-moving karmic justice towards duality. So there you go, AO. I did want to clarify the Five of Swords, although I don't need to, but I feel there's a bit of information calling me. So higher self, oversoul, and universe, please tell me, why is the Five of Swords here? Why is he here after the Ten of Wands and the Queen of Wands? Tell me everything I need to see around the Five of Swords, all right? So we do have, okay, so this is a generosity card coming in. It could be about being very generous, rebalancing, and or, you know, giving breadcrumbs. I'm feeling it's of generosity. It depends on the two other cards. Generosity towards a stick in the wheel, broken heart, sorrow, sadness, depression. Okay, it could still be both ways. That one depends on this one. Oh, okay. All right, so why is the Five of Swords here? So the Five of Swords is here because we've been given breadcrumbing in the past, and we've been brokenhearted by powers that be that put a stick in our wheel, and it brought us into, like, this is like the baby hermit to the Four of Swords, right? So it's going within, it's praying, meditating, but towards secrets in the underbelly. It's a very stressful kind of secrets, unbeknownst to everyone. All right, so this sends the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords came after something grueling has come to an end. Gaia, the queen, the witch of the tower, the mystic, has taken her throne and is in control, self-made sovereign, in regards to all that inner conflict. What was that inner conflict about? Being breadcrumbed. These weather machines, these machineries would have, you know, like breadcrumbed and giving us a stick in the wheel, heartache, a lot of pain. And it was very secretive, all this. So it could be seen like the Five of Swords is there for this, and or the Five of Swords is there in regards to explaining that there is a sense of generosity coming in to rebalance towards all the heartache that we've had, which were secrets unbeknownst to most. So we can look at it both ways with this, because I'm feeling it's half-half on that. But needless to say, that's why the 5 was there. So there you go, guys, Femi and AO. My client is now here. So I will leave you on this, wishing you an amazing, beautiful, grandiose kind of a day. Be good, be kind to yourself, and I'll catch you all on the next read. Rock and roll. I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.